When the bush is burning, a chameleon must abandon the walking style of its ancestors or it becomes a victim. So when Ken is talking, a good listener puts Ken's word in action. So, good people, welcome back to Kente Construction. As we normally here talk about construction related issues. And one more, my people, I would like to thank you for your continuous support. So today, I'm still here in BUSIA County, in the areas of Samia. This is where I was doing the project of roofing. And for today, I would like to say the roofing part is been finished. So this house, when we talk about building in phases, the first one of the walling, foundation slab and walling was down 6 years ago. But today, we have done now the roofing part and it is complete. So I would like to show you this house and give you the challenges and lessons you have learned from this long-term project. So building, I said, is a draining process and it drains more when you don't have raw material. For instance, if you've planted trees, they will assist you in cutting cost because of timbers. And timing, buying, assembling or buying of material, it also allows you to cut costs. So today, I've done the finishing, I've done the roofing, and I would like you to see what it has been and how it was done and what are the challenges on roofing. This roofing is somehow costly using this new technology mabatis, the tile series ones. So here we used what we call Roman tile or Orient tile. So here it is, and I would like us to have a look and a share of it. So this house, it was a 3-bedroom house built using locally available stones. This one, they are of Muram type. This is a hardened Muram, which is used to make these building stones, but they are good, nice, because as I said, they've lasted here for the last 6 years and they don't have any dent. This one, to me, they are an upgrade compared to bricks. So here we were doing roofing. This roofing imekuwa amazing, a very nice, good, a sharp pointed hip roof, which has gone a higher degree. And this one, it has its advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are the chances of leakage are minimal. The house, the water doesn't rest on the mabati, so when it rains, the water just flows quickly towards the drainage side, which is on the downside of the house. Another good thing about this, there won't be ile joto mingi ndani ya nyumba, and also it is smart compared to the other somehow non-stiff roofs. So the disadvantage of this, it comes with a cost, kwa sababu ile mabati ambayo inaenda pale juu itajiongeza. So you will need some extra sheets. So when I want to do your quotation, we discuss on the pitch angle you want. It is proposed by the architecture, but architecture anabaki kwa ofisi. It's me, Ken, who is on the ground. So I usually think and prefer what is best for your roofing, your area, because I know you are the one who will be living in this house. So when I build Mimi Ken, I usually do what the client wants. Mine is just to give an advice or I just upgrade the vision of the client and I do what the client wants. For instance, naona hii nyumba hapa nyuma, this back part here, this one has taken 40 iron sheets. Hapa nyuma tu, hapa tu. And we have a client ananiita nimjengee nyumba ya mabati 30. I will come. Usiogope kwamba Ken anajenga tu mabungalow, mamashonette. No. I'll do your job because kila mtu akona share yake in this Kentech and everybody has his ability. Kuna mahali mtu anafikia. You can't build this when you don't have the material. And as I said, a house is just a house. You build what suits you and I'll be there to make sure your structure is okay. So ndio hii nyumba ukiangalia inakaa kama straight. Another thing about this type of roof, it comes with a labor, because mimi Ken hii kazi naifanya pole pole kwa uangalifu, because it's somehow dangerous, so it needs you to be careful when laying on the sheets, sababu lazima tukitoka kwako pia tutoke tukiwa salama, ili some noisy neighbors might start saying that huyu kitu ikitendeka hapa, whichever will hear huyu alitoa kafara, huyu kujenga hii nyumba iwezekani. It's people, watu wako na maneno, and people don't always believe in ability. That's why sometimes building in the neighborhood becomes a challenge, because most people whom you agree with wanakujua hivyo, they just know this is Ken. When you build, wanaulizana huyu naye ametoa wapi pesa. That's obvious. That is jealous when it comes to building. So we've done this project, as you can see. It's very, very much stiff. And I said this one has its benefit parts on the structure, and it has its costs. So this one, it's a 3-bedroom house, and we've used 120 pieces of 3-meter mabati sheets. Okay? And this one was a product from Capital Mabati. Capital Mabati, it's also an online mabati selling company, just like other online companies like Kidani, which don't have outlets. We have Kidani, Royal, and Capital. Those are all iron sheet selling companies, but without an outlet. Unlike MRM, which have outlets in almost in all counties of Kenya. So here it is. This we use the Capital Mabati product. Mimi, I can say, number one. By the way, number one building Mabati is the what we call Decra tiles, or they are called lifestyle in the other companies. Hizo ndio number one. Number two, or number one and affordable here in Kenya, is MRM. According to the experience I have in the building sector with these types of mabatis with all the companies, I can say that eventually the mabati will fade, be it from MRM, be it from let's say, be it made by the government itself. Eventually it will fade. That's why we have tear and wear. That's why eventually even a human being dies. We have tear and wear, and that is obvious. So what I would like to us to consider when buying mabati is the gauge, because even the companies which give zile zina offer what we call a warranty, once the mabati fades, they won't replace the mabati. They will just give you paint. They just give you the gloss paint, but formerly the one which was done on the sheets, and you will have just to repaint your mabati. That's what I know about the warranty. But some man-made errors like leakage, like let's say rust comes within the area of where the structure is built. Like I can say on the lakeside areas zile za Mombasa, joto ya huko ni chumvi, na hiyo chumvi inapiga kutu. So what will benefit you is the gauge, but the rust will come and you'll have to repaint and the rust will go. Another thing, the gauge ikibaki ikiwa sawa, wewe umebaki na ile kitu ulikuwa unasikia inaitwa in Swahili chuma ya samani. That's what you need. Another thing you need on these mabatis is, as I've said, the gauge, and they should be legit. For like me, this one here, I don't know, but with my experience, what I've felt, there's a difference on these sheets. So when you go to buy mabati, make sure that you look inside every sheet, zifanane. So if you look at this one, they were supplied. This one, the other one has the brand name, and the other one is just blank, and mwaso hii inakuja somehow, moja inakuja grayish na moja inakuja whitish. So when we jaribu kuweka hizi vitu pamoja on the roof, we find that they don't match. Like this one we had already installed and we had just to demolish and remove it because they don't match with the others. So these companies also have issues. We don't know if they are the workers or the company itself, but some companies have issues. So when you go inside the house, uangalie from inside, you will get, ukipata mabati zingine zinatofautiana color from inside, utajua hapo kuna tofauti. And even if you look closely, me I usually monitor things closely. These ridges here, their shade is not the exact shade of the mabati. These are the challenges we face when buying mabati. But this one here, I think it's almost closer. But this one here, me, I can say no. But this is what we were supplied with. So we are trying to just to go around to make sure that so wakati zinaanza kufade, unapata hii kofia imefade, kona hii mabati imebaki. Hiyo ni a mixture of products when delivering. And that one, I'll just tell these companies for free. Our clients are paying the money in full. They are paying the money you demand on per meter in full. So make sure you supply them what they've paid for in full. That's what is demanded. So let's go inside tuone kwamba from inside how it looks like after we've put on the mabati. So I'll be giving down, breaking the quotation of this house down, the roofing sector, but it's also quite an expensive one. So we have an open veranda here, which I said is measuring 23 by 10, and it have a gate size door. Hii nilisema ukiwa na saluni ka inaingia ndani ya nyumba. But I know the client has other plans for it. So tukiingia, here is the house. Na mimi Ken nimesha play my role. When you look upside, sasa hii ni nyumba. This is what we call habitable stage. So when you enter inside the sitting room, ilikuwa inamesha. By the way, I had said that the dining and the lounge all put together are measuring 31 by 23. The dining room and the lounge. The lounge itself only is measuring 23 by 20. Yes, because the dining is just 10. It's 11. So this one, the lounge is measuring 23 by 20. This is one of the largest lounge we've ever done our services in the house of that similar launch. So here is the roofing. Hizi zote mnaona hapa juu ni mbao, na hizi mbao ni pesa. Good thing about this client is that he had planted his own trees. I don't know if he had a vision, but he had planted his own trees, which now when the stage of roofing was now around, he just splitted his own timbers. And you can see this one saves a lot. This house consumed about 6,500 feet of timbers, and if we put just on an average price of 20 shillings per feet, because some will cost 25 and some will cost 30 in some areas, some the 2x2 one would have costed 18. So if we just put at an average of 20 shillings per feet, this is 130,000 shillings on timbers. Na hiyo ni kama si say price. Because in every area, that's why when you give me the quotation, where you ask me a question, nakuuliza, where is the site located? So this is BUSIA side. BUSIA side, we have types of trees which they use. They are all natural trees. So here we have just a little blue gum, but most of them, they are just indigenous or natural trees, which we used on this roofing. So the fascia board is 350 feet, which is also 8 by 1. Hiyo na pia ilikuwa part of these indigenous trees, ambapo zinakuja a bit cheap. hizo unaweza nunua na 40 shillings per feet after kupigwa randa. So unapata hiyo inaingia 40 times 3, it's about 12,000 Kenyan shillings. So the other thing, the mabatis, they were 120 pieces of 3 meter, na hizo kama unauziwa from Capital, they sell a meter at 700. So a 3 meter piece, you're retailing at 2,100. So you just multiply 2,100 by 120. Okay? That is 240 or 200, that's about 250,000. We had ridges. Hii imechukua 4 times 6. That's 24 plus another 3 and another 5. That is 34 ridges. Let's say 35 ridges. A ridge goes at around 700 shillings. Okay? Yeah, and 700 times 35. 3,500 times, that's about 23,000. Okay? We had nails, we had valley caps, and the nails, ordinary nails of this house will cost you around 12,000, around 12,000 Kenyan shillings. Then we have the roofing nails, which were also 25 kgs. The 25 kgs can also cost around 7,500 plus rubber washers. So this roofing, if you were to buy everything, according to me, hii inakukula around 500,000 with mabati from Capital. So if you are interested, or if you have a house, it was built, it's at a certain stage, when consult, mimi Ken niko hapa, my number ndio hiwa inapita hapa juu every day. I'll reach on your site, we shall organize with you, tupangane, I reach on your site, I give you a quotation, and you prepare yourself and you build. This house I requested for 120 pieces of 3 meters by body, and we have only remained with just a little waste. Hizi mabati hazina waste mingi. That's all we have, with some 3-4 pieces have been already taken to the store. That's why you need an expert on your site who knows how to handle all your properties. So this, maybe I finished the house tour to those who had never seen this BUSIA project. This side, na hii nyumba, the client alitaka iwekwe roofing kwa sababu unaona hapa ndani haijajengwa zile lintel stones, but sasa zitajengwa from inside. Here you can just operate from inside ukiwa already you have occupied the house. So kila mtu nasema ana uwezo wake, na if your ability it allows you to do the finishing ndio uingie kwa nyumba, well and good. So whoever who you like this one, as I said, it has lasted for a long time, na najua mwenyewe is yearning to stay inside. Na pia mimi ni kumsupport. Vile nimemaliza hivi, I can also support where I can, tuendeleze, nimsaidie tufunge hizi madirisha, aingie ndani ya nyumba. So this house niliweka plain sheet, ndio nikaweka valley caps. So from outside hauwezi ona plain sheet, but from inside ndio hii. Hiyo ndio valley hiyo. Naona vile imekuja, that is the valley. The plain sheet is covering from inside, na nje ni valley caps. Hii inasaidia kuzuia the splashing waters kuingia ndani ya roofing. So here it is, and it looks amazing. So the other work ile imebakia hapa ni nyumba sasa kujengwa hizi ukuta, and then we install what we call the blundering. Tukiweka blundering, bas ni kuwekwa ceiling na mambo inaendelea. One thing I would like you to know about permanent houses, they are not easily made, na pia kazi yake haiishi na siku moja. So when you build it, just know you've started a journey of building. Haitaisha siku moja, na mwaso utakuwa unaona vitu mpya, na pia unatamani zikuje kwa hii nyumba. So hii sio shughuli ya kuisha leo. So let's go outside. So the work is done. Now we want to put on what we call the weatherboard. Tuna prepare mbao tuzipake rangi ili tuweke kabisa to avoid vitu kama ndege ama popo or any unwanted thing kuingia pale ndani. Hiyo weatherboard nilisema ni beauty na pia inaongeza supply of oxygen pale juu kwa ceiling. Na unajua jua ikiwaka sana mahali pako enclosed, hiyo heat ikiwa carbon inakuwa hapo, ndio unaona zile ceiling zinaitwa PVC huwa zinabomoka zikianguka. Hiyo ni kwamba ile hewa carbon imejaa pale juu, heat, na unajua kitu ikiwa heated for a long time ina expand. So hiyo mambo inazuiliwa na ile, kwa sababu kuna flow ya hewa iko hapo inapitia hapo juu. So my people, this is what we have for now. Hii imekuwa BUSIA project, imekuwa successful. Na kama bado tunaendelea mambo ingine, nimesema hii roofing imechukua 500,000 in material cost kuunda hii roof. So whoever is interested, just contact me, call me Ken, kuja WhatsApp, call me direct. Kama uko nje ya Kenya, kuja via WhatsApp, kuja Messenger with just this my number na utanipata. So my people, may God bless you. Huyu ambaye tumemmalizia, Mungu akupee pesa wakati unaingia in the next phase of finishing of this house. Mungu akupee pesa kujalia imalize, na ule ambaye hatujakufanyia, this is your chance. Hii wiki mimi niko, kama uko na kazi niite. So I'll be available to work for you. So thank you all and may God bless you. Awape maisha as we meet in the next video. Thank you. Be blessed and be blessed abundantly.